I mean, I work hard to do a good job. Why don't people take me seriously? Why doesn't the phone ring?
Well,
there it is.
But just like any business, the bird business has its share of unscrupulous dealers. Topples can...
Tell me.
He thinks he's still Prime Minister. If Baldwin were doing this, it'd be a damn good move.
Tonight, it's the all-new return of TV's Censored Bloopers. With your host, Dick Clark. And special guests, Suzanne Summers with bloopers from Step by Step. Kim Fields with outtakes from Living Single. Actor-comedian Richard Belzer with a whole new look at Homicide. With all new bloopers from your favorite shows like Another World, Coach, Days of Our Lives, Frasier, General Hospital, Loving, Mad About You, Martin, Mommies, and Wings. Plus bloopers featuring Bo Derek, Danny Glover and Barry Bonds, Mark Hamill, Jack Hanna, Vicki Lawrence, Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop, The Muppets, Regis Philbin and Kathy Lee Gifford, Robert Urich, and much, much more. And now, here is the host of Bloopers, Dick Clark.
Once again, you're in for a treat tonight because our blooper gremlins have been scouring the tape vaults of every studio in town. Now, we have come up with some gems like this first one. Features Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt. Now, Paul and Helen bring perfect timing to their roles every week in Mad About You. But in this particular scene, Paul is supposed to, slurp his soup and Helen's supposed to react. But this time, their timing is a little out of sync. Now, the script calls for Paul to slurp his soup 3 times, and then Helen's supposed to come in with her line. And there's slurp 2. And 3. Okay, Helen. Now, this time, Paul starts to slurp his soup with his mouth, but it ends up in his nose. Watch.
It's not good now. I nosed in it.
Now, in this take, Paul misses the first slurp right there, see? Now, Helen's supposed to do her line on slurp 3, but now she doesn't know when to come in. She's thinking, is that 2 or 3? Here we go again. Helen's determined to come in on the 3rd slurp, but somehow her mind starts to wander. There's 2. And that's slurp 3, but Helen's lost her count again.
What?
I'm sorry. Just so very...
I gotta eat more soup now.
Now, that was just the appetizer. There's a lot more still to come. Don't go away.
Next, all-star bloopers with Craig T. Nelson, Vicki Lawrence, and Regis and Kathy Lee. Plus a classic that was too revealing for TV.
Sometimes the best laid plans of writers and directors often go awry. For instance, in this scene from Coach, Craig T. Nelson is trying to put a wedding dress back into a box, and Jerry Van Dyke is standing on the edge of the dress, and as Craig pulls the dress away, the dress is supposed to rip. Watch what happens.
We're going to come out of this all right. I don't know why I'm feeling totally positive. Yeah.
There's no rip.
Didn't work here. I think we're going to come out of this all right. I don't know why, but I'm feeling totally positive.
Let's see if it rips this time. Nope.
This may sound strange, but I think we're going to come out of this all right. I don't know why
Craig's
I'm
going to give it a
totally
big
positive
pull.
about this. Yeah.
Jerry's okay. He's not hurt. We have some terrific examples of blown dialogue and breakups tonight, like this next one, which features our good friend Vicki Lawrence. Now, on this, can I have the card? Thank you. This next thing here, she is supposed to, on this particular day, read this cue card from all of us here at KMOT TV and so forth and so on. It's a holiday greeting for an affiliate station, KMOT, in North Dakota. Now, here she is rehearsing.
From all of us at KMOT TV and The Vicki Show, may your holidays be filled with special people and warm memories.
Yeah, well, you know, that's simple enough. But the first thing Vicki did off camera, and it's in her head at this point, is she misreads KMOT and she says, "Kamat." And it's in her head. She can't forget it. And that's what sets her off into a whole fit of giggles. She's a goner. Watch.
From all of us at
She can't even get by the call letters.
Oh, dear. Wow. I can't do it.
That's obvious.
From all of us at KMOT TV and The Vicki Show, I was doing so well. I got by it.
Poor Vicki.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. This is awful.
Well, once you go off like that, it's real hard to get it back. Now, someone off camera yells some encouragement to Vicki.
From all of us at KMOT TV and The Vicki Show. I was doing really well, too.
Sure you were.
Thought I had it that time. From all of us at KMOT TV and The Vicki Show, may your holidays be filled with...
You think she's going to get through this in time for the holidays?
From all of us at KMOT TV and The Vicki Show, may your holidays be filled with special people and warm memories.
Almost. Now they're doing offstage sound effects.
I know, and I was talking as fast as I could. From all of us at KMOT TV and The Vicki Show, may your holidays be filled with special people and warm memories.
Everyone thought she had it. Oh, this poor lady.
From all of us at KMOT TV and The Vicki Show, may your holidays be filled with special people and warm memories.
Hooray! In this next scene from Mad About You, watch Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt get upstaged by Murray the dog.
Look at Murray's dancing. Murray's dancing. Hello!
Well, bottoms up.
You are a naughty boy. Now don't go getting any ideas. Oh, look who I'm saying this to. You don't have an idea in your head. I did it again. I insulted you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot the next line.
Now here's some mommy's breakups.
That would only lead to sex.
Exactly, and what could be better?
Cinnamon. But that would only lead to sex.
Exactly, and what could be better?
This is a very serious drama. Spencer for Hire.
Months ago, he's a foreman, as a matter of fact. Was a manslaughter case. Took a couple of months to conclude.
Comedian Martin Lawrence often makes people laugh so hard they just can't stop. But here's a scene from his show, Martin, where he does it to himself.
What's up with your gear, man? One of my oil rigs caught on fire!
There he goes.
Ready? Picking it up right from here.
He's got it now.
What's up with your... We gonna get it. We gonna get it. It's a metal block. Let's go.
Here we go. Keep it on. All right.
Obviously an actor's studio technique.
All right. It's out. So, what's up with your... What's up with your gear, man? One of my oil rigs caught on fire!
Now, this next blooper comes from the classic comedy series One Day at a Time, starring Bonnie Franklin. Now, this is exactly what we mean when we talk about unplanned moments. Take a look at this one.
That magic moment.
Now, actor Charlie Brill is supposed to pull down his jeans to reveal his very colorful shorts underneath.
Slowly remove my pants. Huh?
Now, that's one actor who's overexposed. You know, the Miss America pageant was just getting started when the Blooper Gremlins visited Regis and Kathy Lee.
Thousands and thousands of fans have gathered here in this historic convention center, all of them here to cheer on their favorite Miss America contestant.
And Reg, don't forget, adding to the excitement this evening is a singer we're both typical big fans of.
Excuse me. When does it end? Every morning I gotta go through this, and every night too. I told you to get the expensive ones. You said no.
That's fun stuff. Now, we've got a lot more still to come. Don't go away.
Coming up, animal bloopers, the Muppets, and a visit with Suzanne Summers.
You know, every school child knows the nursery rhyme, Mary Had a Little Lamb. You remember, everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Well, I'm not sure the same kind of loyalty applies to goats. Watch.
Go about this show jumping.
Well, to do the show jumping, I just run in front of the jumps, and he just follows me over them all.
No, I don't think so. Not that one either. This goat just isn't in the mood.
Those ones.
Yeah, okay, keep turning over. Might have to. Keep running.
Look out, the goat just spotted the cameraman. Now watch what happens here.
While the rewards for winning the World Championship might well be paltry, John's still hoping that this cock of the North can pull it off.
A while back, we showed you a small part of this next very funny blooper from a classic British story. Now, recently, we discovered a whole new part of the scene we'd never shown before. Now, watch these very distinguished English actors get through their lines with a horse that appears to have the hiccups.
The train is due on the hour.
I'll ride alone to the border. What harm can I come to now?
The devil hesitates.
100 miles away from here by now. Let me leave your retainer as I came, unescorted, an English gentleman of not much wealth or position or... We run a good course, the three of us.
Thanks to you, we've defeated traitors and set the king firm on his throne.
Goodbye, old friend.
Let's say au revoir.
That's right. Been an adventure, hasn't it? I shan't look back.
I love it. We have some new bloopers tonight from animal expert Jack Hanna, starting with this monkey who sits on his lap. That is, almost sits on his lap.
We're going to, Fred, a little bit later on, we're going to meet the author of that book.
He's
So
got
don't
nice
wreck
ears.
it, okay?
He's got nice, oh, you are? I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Oh, that's all right. What's he doing now, Jack?
Where's my rabbit? I gotta have
Now here's another blooper with Jack at SeaWorld, frolicking with some of his dolphin friends.
Boy, it's hot enough to get in. I wish I was in there with you guys.
Oops.
Well, Jack, I want to pass it to you, and then just kind of throw it right in front of him, let him pass it back to you.
Hey, buddy.
There you go.
This is a dog with a very strong nose.
Exactly. He's snapping at it, and then his forward motion projecting it up towards rim.
It's amazing how you can hit that thing.
Oh!
Buddy, over the thing.
It's Jack to the rescue.
Over there.
You know, sometimes the animals that create bloopers are stars in their own right. For instance, this next one, which features Sherry Lewis's famous friend Lamb Chop. Now, in this scene, Lamb Chop is having, what would you say, a wardrobe problem, I think.
I will become the Sultan's next bride and put an end to all this nonsense. Like a boob.
Now here's some bloopers from The Muppets' new music video.
This is Gonzo the Great reporting from... I know, I made a mistake. Just please. I'll do it again.
All right, take two.
All right, just go back and have some more food.
Listen, Landis.
Here's Miss Piggy with famous film director John Landis.
I went shopping for 2 weeks for this video. Now listen, I am sick of this. I just get a few crummy shots and everybody... Okay, I demand an explanation, now.
Miss Piggy, the label felt that we needed celebrities to help sell the video. Famous faces, you know, give it star...
You said video. I thought you said video.
You guys, this will be seen in Norway.
There was no way to save it, John.
Video.
Uncle Kermit was great. He let me play with all the dials and switches in the studio.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
Wait a minute, I had a frog in my throat.
Spit it out, just spit it out. Don't show this part, just spit it out.
You know, Suzanne Summers and I have known each other for eons, and over the years my wife Carrie and I have spent countless hours with Suzanne and her husband Alan, but lately she's been so doggone busy with Step by Step and her talk show, we haven't had much of a chance to get together. Now, happily, we did find some time backstage at one of her recent tapings to sit and chat, and of course, we discussed my favorite topic, bloopers. Suzanne, thank you so much for taking time to be with us. I know you are busier than ever these days.
Well, it's true, Dick, but after all, we're longtime friends, and I know I will only be shown to my absolute best advantage.
Absolutely, you can trust me. You've heard me say that before.
That's right.
No, one of the reasons you can do as many things as you do is you are the model of efficiency.
Efficiency? Me?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you zoom right through all of those projects, one right after another, because you are letter perfect.
Yeah, right, that's right. One take Summers.
Yeah, watch.
Okay, help me find a place to find the I know. This is not a problem. I can do this right now. Help me find Thanks so much. Oh.
Well, of course, it's not always my
Yeah,
fault.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
sometimes the other actors in the scenes are having the problem.
Now, you're not about to pick on that nice young man, Chris Castile, are you? Castile?
Yes, but he plays Mark on the show.
But it's Chris Castile.
Yes.
This
yes,
is Mark.
Yes, yeah. I
All right.
love him. I really
Sure.
love him, Dick. But in this particular scene, I had to keep doing sit-ups over and over and over until he got his line right. Now, that's really putting love to the test, don't you think?
Mark, you're not helping. I'm just stating a medical fact. As the body ages, it's harder for the amino acids to build.
Really?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, just mess up again, Mark.
Mark, you're not helping. I'm just stating a medical fact. As the body ages, it's harder to. Mark, you're not helping. I'm just stating a medical fact. As the body ages, it's harder for the amino acids to build up fatty deposits. Burn off, okay.
Mark, you're not helping.
Oh, great, Mark.
Oh, great.
Chris, get it right. Your life may depend upon it.
How would you like a thigh master in your face?
Is there no opportunity ever that you missed to mention Thigh Master?
Well, you know who I'm married
Oh,
to.
no,
He's
no.
a salesman.
Oh,
I named
but-
it myself.
Yes. Time. Talking about your busy schedule,
Yeah.
your latest responsibilities, your brand new talk show, The Suzanne Summers Show.
Catchy, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
I named that one myself, too. It's the show I've always wanted to do, and everything about it's upbeat and it's fun. Hopefully it's fun to watch.
Now, the blooper you brought to us from that show involves an actress named Susan Blakely and a guest who was preparing, what was a juice in a blender?
Yes, her name is Liz Ann Falsetto. She was preparing sort of a power punch for us to drink. It was filled with herbs and vitamins. And wait till you see how powerful the punch in this power punch really was.
Pineapple. We've got our.
Whip it together. We're going to take a taste of it here.
We got pineapple.
Because you're my friend. You're going to taste this with me.
We are putting it on.
on.
We are stirring it. It is being blended.
Great blender.
It is going off.
Nice blender.
Okay. Oops.
Okay.
You've got the glasses over there, ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Grab
yes.
one.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make this look like it's going to
Now,
taste
instead of
good
doing
anyway.
this, whoa. Well. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
She was so embarrassed, too. She said, oh, can we shoot it over? I said, no, actually, really, it's great
You
television.
like it that way.
Yes,
you
right,
love those
right,
bloopers.
right.
Good luck with all of your shows.
Oh.
Will you please come back again and
Of course
visit
I
us?
will. Where else could I possibly go for such instant humiliation?
Thank you, Suzanne. We'll be right back.
Coming up, Kim Fields reveals what the stars of Living Single are up to in the bedroom. Stay tuned for funny bloopers from the news and passionate outtakes from the soaps. Welcome back to the return of TV's Censored Bloopers. And here is your host, Dick Clark.
You know, when things go wrong on camera, you usually get to say, stop tape, we'll do it again, do the scene all over again. But news reporters are usually on the air live, and there is no tape to stop. So as you watch these next bloopers, remember, they are all happening live.
Remember, turn your clocks ahead on Saturday night.
Okay, Martin, you're not going to sleep over.
Oh.
I mean, oversleep.
Apparently
I'm
now
sorry.
everybody knows that I'm not sleeping over.
Tomorrow should be the busiest day on land and on water. And with that kind of traffic, there's a large margin for error. Catherine Bosley now is standing by live at Dobbins Landing, almost in the center of all the boating traffic. And Catherine, how's the boating situation looking right now? Catherine, I think she's there. There she is. There she is, live at Dobbins Landing.
Good evening. Thank you for tuning into Eyewitness News tonight. Economic development in the Klamath Basin may be getting some outside help, and Libby Dowsett joins us now with more on this story. Libby?
Well, Kathy, Klamath County is trying to get a piece of the pie, and that pie is the aid President Clinton has promised to areas hard hit by timber cuts.
The owners of Zemer's funeral home agree with fire investigators. A propane torch.
On this live morning show, the news people are delivering a very serious story, but watch the bottom of the screen. They're about to discover a visitor from the next segment.
This is not a laughing matter, but we've got a crane walking into our picture. We're terribly sorry about that. Why don't we just move on to... Let's just move on to Ron Young with the Evansville Zoo is here to show us something unique today, okay? Before this thing gets totally out of hand. Ron?
Each cow in this barn has its very own computer barcode. That way, if someone gets sick from eating the meat, they can figure out what might have gone wrong. For example, the feed... I'm sorry.
Now here's a reporter who can't lose the giggles, and he's live.
Don McNick is now playing for the Cadastro Twins, a farm club of the Minnesota Twins. Meanwhile, league officials will meet with the board facility committee next week to work on the situation.
John, when will that meeting take place?
It'll take place November 24th.
Thank you.
What then is the mood tonight in the Soviet capital? Mr. Duane, the papers here are saying that Soviet troops have been put on the alert. Is that so?
I wouldn't put it as much as that. The impression I get is this, that at the moment, Moscow wants to exploit the whole situation to its advantage.
This is a classic blooper that comes to us from England. It's a very serious documentary about the United States Army. And here's a scene that they just couldn't use.
The 2nd Airborne Division of the American Army are among the toughest troops in the world, held at what is known as instant readiness. Not 1 week's notice, not 1 day's notice, not 1 hour's notice to go into action, but instant notice. The American Army has a long history of arriving just in time to save the day, and it goes right back to the days of the earliest settlers, when traditionally the cavalry would gallop over the coloured flying to save the settlers. And the American soldier has always been an integrated part of the American way of life.
If you want to see some bumping and grinding, or bumping and spiking tonight in the Klamath Basin, you're sure to find some, believe me.
Here's a blooper that could only happen in the British Isles.
The hand of a 22-year-old pop fan who...
You know, it seems television experts have been arguing for years about why people get hooked on soap operas. And I think everybody agrees that the love scenes have a lot to do with it. Take a look at this moment of passion from Days of Our Lives.
Make love to me.
Well, that's where I want ya.
Why me? Over the years, there must have been dozens of women who would have been happy to give you a child.
Never the right women. The mother of my child must be someone I can trust to raise my child if anything were to happen to me. Has to be a woman of character and strength and sincerity or something like that.
Wait, we need to talk.
About what?
Well, for one thing, I haven't been able to congratulate you on your impending nuptials.
Thank you.
Quite a coup getting Victor to propose.
Now, here's another scene from Days of Our Lives. This scene is played for high drama. That is, until one of the actors provides some comic relief.
How come you always stare at me like that? It really makes me kind of nervous, you know?
Does it?
Yeah. You know, I heard a lot about you, Mr. DeMera.
Mm-hmm.
You may be sick now, but in your day, oh, you were the most powerful man in the U.S. of A. You snapped your fingers and people jumped, right?
It's true.
Ah, Mr. DeMera. Sorry, Mr. DeMera, you make me nervous.
Actor Michael Weatherly is holding a frog.
Because he belonged outside, and I kept him in a bowl. I felt guilty for the longest time.
She started you young, didn't she?
She was probably...
Did you get it on tape?
I don't have to sit here and take this shit.
You're absolutely right. Happy travels.
Actress Lynn Herring is about to make a dramatic exit.
I'm going.
No wonder they call this place Round Midnight.
Now, Lisa Rena is supposed to say, I've already inhaled enough secondhand smoke to kill the entire population of Bolivia.
Yeah, but it's so smoky in here. It seems like I'm something or other. I don't know what it is, but I am.
You're inhaling more smoke than they do in Thailand or something like that. Is that... They call this place Round Midnight. Can't see a thing.
No, you can't, so let's go.
Billy, we just got here.
Well, I've already inhaled the entire population of...
Here's another world star, Alice Barrett and Patty Darvinville, who now stars in New York Undercover.
On my plate. Why don't we just come... Shh.
You know, sometimes when you say your lines, you get the words perfectly, just right. But you just don't get them in the right order. Watch this.
I can't believe she brought him. Oh, my God.
I know something not good could look that young in a suit.
Now, that actress, of course, is a young woman we've watched on television ever since she played Tootie on The Facts of Life. She's all grown up now and the star of another hit series called Living Single. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kim Fields. You did grow up. You did. Oh, it's nice to see you. Please sit. Kim, you are very young. You've been in the business a long, long time. You've seen everything. Does anything ever surprise you on the set anymore?
Oh, definitely. Every day on this show, something unexpected happens. And I think that these bloopers will give you a small idea of what goes on.
Oh, how did the date go?
Oh, yeah. It was a wonderful night. We had... I'm falling.
Good evening, people.
Yeah. What's the news on my letters?
Well, my friend at the Historical Society said if the letters have any historical significance or whatever, that, yeah. You can walk into it.
Now, all I have to do is walk to the door.
How's the nose?
It's better, thanks.
Tell me the thing about what, there were 3 of you in a bed?
Ah, yes. It was Kim Coles, myself, and Queen Latifah. And we were all scared because we thought there was a burglar in the house, so we all got together in this bed. Now, Kim Coles has this prop that we called Doberman in a can.
What?
And Doberman in a can.
I got it.
And it makes the sound of a dog barking to scare off prowlers. Yeah. But it also has this big metal part, kind of like a bullhorn, and it's a cold metal part.
I sense that there's some mischief afoot here.
It had nothing to do with anyone's foot, Dick. Watch.
Okay. Isn't this cozy? Just the 3 of us and our Doberman in a can.
Now, as you can see, I have no idea what's going on behind my back. Well, Kim Coles was taking that cold bullhorn and, well, I don't know how to quite put this, Dick.
Allow me to help you. You might say she used it to nudge the backside of Queen Latifah?
Yeah.
What y'all doing back there? Get off of me. She cannot have this can, man.
You're lucky you were at the other end of the bed. Now, it looks like there are a lot of pranks that happen on your set.
Oh, believe me, somebody is always stirring things up. Like in this scene, the script calls for Queen Latifah to push some cake into Erica Alexander's face, which she did. But for some reason, Erica started to ad-lib.
Oh.
Yeah, here you go. What's this? My bill. I thought you said you were gonna represent me for nothing. That was before you fired me. Oh, okay. No problem. I got your money right here. Yeah, give it up.
By the way, that's me in the black skirt and high heels.
Oh, no. Kim, you are a good sport. Will you come back and visit with us again?
Or you can come and visit us.
Wait, no, with the bullhorns and the cake, forget it. Ladies and gentlemen, Kim Fields. Thank you.
When we return, bloopers with Tim Daly and Stephen Weber of Wings. Plus, actor comedian Richard Belzer shows bloopers from around the world.
You know, the demands of acting are more than just learning and delivering your lines. You also have to smoothly and suavely handle any props that may be a part of the scene. Now, take a look at the smooth and suave Tim Daly and his prop from Wings.
And tell me what Alex says. No, Brian. Tell me. There's no way. I am not. Look. This is the hamper.
Now it's Stephen Weber's turn.
Dorsky. Like so. Look, I just happen to think that the tree is the most important part of Christmas, all right?
Couldn't agree with you more. That's why I got this baby.
Now, this tree's supposed to pop right up.
What the hell's the matter with you? You're as white as a ghost.
I almost had a head-on collision.
Now, this time, the prop man forgot to put a $20 bill in David Schramm's pocket.
Hey, do you have, do I have,
Here's a very impressive flag-raising ceremony. Now they've got it solved. There are 10 strong men holding the pole up. Now, here's a true blooper of the computer age. As you probably know, they're starting to do original productions exclusively for the CD-ROM format, and whenever productions start, bloopers will follow. So let's watch Mark Hamill of Luke Skywalker fame make what might be the world's first CD-ROM blooper.
My, you're just full of surprises.
Well, you gotta know evasive maneuvers when you're in the cockpit.
Should I expect more?
Look, Rachel, I'm really sorry, but these next few days, everything's on the line. We've got to be on our guard. I don't know my line, but I want everyone to think I do.
Look, the Colonel is a spineless...
I wouldn't finish that sentence if I were you, Major.
We were just speculating on when the new pilot might pull his own weight.
Now, Mark is totally ad-libbing in this scene.
Well, one way or another, we'll find out what Flash is made of. I guarantee you that.
Isn't that the guy from Star Wars?
Take a look at acting star Danny Glover and baseball star Barry Bonds struggling with a script for the Jim Thorpe Pro Sports Awards.
Thank you. You know, the ball players in my new... Thank you. You know, the ball players in my new movie hit spectacular home runs, make impossible catches, and do things on the bases that make your eyes pop out. Well, this guy does the same thing every day, and he doesn't need special effects to help him out. Barry, you won this honor 2 years in a row. And it's...
I think it's me.
No.
Should I go outside?
No. Let's go.
I'd like to thank all the panel, the voters, and God bless all of you. This is an honor for me, and I appreciate everything. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, good.
Back to Hollywood.
Yeah, we got to do it again because he keeps mad up.
You know, now that the World Cup has been played in the United States, we all have a pretty good idea of just how seriously people take soccer in the rest of the world. Now, here's a soccer referee in Spain who understands the situation perfectly. Now, as we join this soccer match in progress, the referee has just made a controversial call. I guess it's sort of a heated discussion. These are fans who've come out on the field. There goes the referee. It's a good thing he has his running shoes on. Hey, good job. Now, this is a man who's in a hurry. He is definitely not going to stop to sign autographs. Now the ref's about to do a little hurdle jumping. He made it. He's over the wall. Next time, try a safe sport. How about bullfighting? You know, there are a lot of comedians around today, but very few have the respect of the entire comedy community. Our next guest has earned that respect, plus he's branching out into serious acting these days with his regular role on the NBC series Homicide. Please welcome Richard Belzer. Hello. Please take a chair. Welcome, Richard.
Thank you, Dick, and thank you for that nice introduction. But if I may point something out, you did omit one important point about me.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Something I forgot to mention?
The fact that I'm now a star of international magnitude is not just Cleveland anymore, Dick. I'm big in Costa Rica, Abu Dhabi, parts of Miami. We're talking worldwide.
I take it that Homicide is now broadcast all over the world.
You take it right, Dick. What they do is dub your voice with the appropriate foreign language. For example, here's a scene in English that I did with that great actor, Ned Beatty.
Cole-in-law, huh? Yeah. The depth of your stupidity sometimes frightens me. Okay, now wait a minute. You got two things right. You got a drug deal and you got a shoot up, but not between those two guys. Because Lowe is lying wounded on the floor and Cole is lying dead on top of him on his back.
They shoot each other. Bang, bang. Cole gets shot in the chest. He spins around and he falls on Lowe.
Okay, where's Cole's gun?
Amazing. Now, that's pretty straight stuff. Certainly nothing funny about it. Great acting, but not funny. Now, watch the version they show you in Latin America.
Cole y Lowe, ¿eh? Sí. Lo inmenso de tu estupidez a veces me aterra. ¿Qué? Espera un momento, acertaste en dos cosas, la venta de tóxicos y el tiroteo, pero no que fuera entre esos dos sujetos, porque Lowe estaba herido, tendido en el piso, y Cole estaba muerto encima de él, sobre su espalda.
Se balean uno al otro, bang, bang, Cole es herido en el pecho, empieza a girar y cae sobre Cole.
¿Y dónde está el arma de Cole? Solo
Wait a minute, aside from bang, bang, can you actually follow the scene in Spanish?
Dick, I couldn't follow that particular scene when it was in English, so...
I understand you. Wait a minute. Did you also, go out and gather some bloopers from around the world to show us?
Yes, as befits a star of my international stature, your staff and I have culled, collected, and researched some of the funniest bloopers from the four corners of this fabulous globe that we stride on.
Oh, this sounds really, truly very impressive. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
I have no idea, Dick. They handed it to me on the way in, so, give me a break.
All right, let's take a look.
Now, this is a non-colorized blooper from Wales. That's actually Welsh that you're hearing. And despite the near disaster, nobody was hurt.
Well, as o'n i ond tanio'r bethau mawr gwmpas ar hyn, lle? Fi ar dan fy hun, Wel, mynd ymlaen, dwi'n dal actif.
Now, this lovely lady is from Scandinavia. They love to run around in that part of the world. Oops! Now, she's not hurt, Dick. Okay, this is a parachute landing in Switzerland. This guy is coming in for a perfect 3-point landing. Now, once again, he wasn't hurt. Oops!
Hey, I'm glad to hear that none of those people were hurt. Now, do you have knowledge that they're okay?
Dick, I've seen their medical reports. I've talked to the doctors. They have a full, active life ahead of them unless they keep trying stupid stuff like that. Now, to continue with our international theme, we have a clip from Holland, which features a young boy and a snake.
Now, excuse me, Richard. I've seen this clip. I think, is it a snake or an eel?
What am I, Dick, a zoologist? I just show the clips, okay? It could be a salamander for all I know.
All right, I know. All right, let's take a look.
Now, here's a Scottish woman on a donkey, whom I assume is also from Scotland.
Too expensive. So I have to end up making an ass of myself. Very agonised and travel.
Now, the next thing I've got this wonderful Indian sparkling wine called Omar Khayyam, which is, it's actually very good. It's produced in India. It's produced from the kind of grapes they grow in France, and I think this is a very decent sparkling wine. It's sold for $7.69 in odd bins. Fullers sell it down in the south, and yes, well, it's one of those days today, you know, things tend to go.
Hi, I'm Laura McKenzie, and welcome to Athens, the capital of ancient Greece. Today, partly classical, partly cosmopolitan. Right now, I'm at the Acropolis, standing in front of the most famous landmark here, the Parthenon, where we'll begin our tour of Rome. Oh,
And here's the last group from the British production Jewel in the Crown, class all the way. Oh. By the way, Dick, I know you're concerned because you're a compassionate person about that last clip. The horse was okay.
The guy. Richard, thank you very much for allowing us to bask in the glow of your international stardom.
Muy bien, gracias, mi amigo. By the way, Dick, do you validate? Because I'm like
I'll see what I can do. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Belzer.
Still more to come when Bo Derek makes animal expert Jack Hanna blush.
Thank you very much for being with us tonight. We have one more blooper from our old friend, animal expert Jack Hanna. Now, in this case, Jack gets to interview the very famous movie star Bo Derek. But as you will see, it seems like Jack has spent just a little too much time with the animals at the Columbus Zoo. Take a look.
I know that if I didn't have this sanctuary and my husband, the animals in this lifestyle, whether I would even be alive today would be in question, but certainly my sanity, and I'd be a very different person, I know.
I want to thank you. I've interviewed a lot of animals before, or I mean people, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. That was a compliment after what I just said. That's all right, that's a compliment.
Old habits are hard to break. We'll see you the next time. For now, Dick Clark. Good night.